Hello everybody, and welcome to the Bourne Network's Marble Championship Season 5 qualifying. We have 4 events lined up and ready for you to watch. And for these athletes, it is now or never. These 4 events will be simultaneous back-to-back, so they have to be ready. You are seeing the events here. Of course, the Flaming Cobras, the winners of the last season, it was a while ago, they will not be here, and neither will the Blackmarkers, the Red Riots, or the hosts, the Midnight Stars. But now let's get down to it. The Halfpipe, the Windbreakers, and the Starlights will be starting us off, and they get released. It is a great run from the Windbreakers, who take all 3 positions on the top. Oh, that is a horrible run for the Starlights. Not a good start to the qualifying. Of course, one event is only one event, but a 12.18 to a 11.39. Not a great start for the Starlights. Windbreakers pretty happy. True Blue Crew and Team Horizon. Neither of these teams have made super great impacts on the Bourne Network's Marble Championship, but that looked like a good win for the True Blue Crew. They didn't get all 3 on the top like the Windbreakers did, but that is still over 12. 12.03 for the True Blue Crew. So now we've had 2 runs. I'm sure you can kind of guess how this works. Essentially, stay in the halfpipe for the longest, and the longest time at the end wins, as we have the Berry Blasters and the Rosemaries here. And that looked very quick. I don't think any of them tried to slow down at all. Too much barging between them. I had 2 back there, but ooh, yeah, no. So that is, yeah, that's going to be down there. For both of them. But here we go. Match 4, the Team Watermelon versus the Draconics. An old team versus a new team, and it's looking good for Team Watermelon. Some of them you can't quite tell apart, because there are some red Draconics and there are some red Team Watermelon marbles there. So let's see how that goes. That is going to go Team Watermelon's way. The Draconics under 11. That is going to be not many points for them. As we move to match 5, Team Clarity versus the Alpha Hunters. As they get released, it's looking pretty good for the Alpha Hunters there. Kind of close. One of the Team Clarity marbles shoots off into the distance. Going a little too fast there. And that could be a win for the Alpha Hunters. Yes, it is. Team Clarity. Not a good start to this qualifying, but we do have 3 more, and they have enough time to pull it back. Foresters and Emerald Skies now, the new team, the new uniform of the Iron Skies. And how are they going to do against a very old team like the Foresters? Can't quite tell them apart, though. They are both green, but it looked pretty good for the Foresters. And, well, not too bad. 11.36. It does give them the win, but it's not going to put them very high in the overall. Match 7 now. The Penguin Patriots and the Ultraviolets. The Ultraviolets have won every qualifier they've been in the Bourne Network's Marble Championship, and that didn't look like a great start. But they were able to sort of halt that progress just a little bit. 11.65 for the Penguin Patriots. The Ultraviolets, even though they lost that match, that's still going to be mid-pack. So they're going to feel pretty lucky. Now for the last match. Team Mariana versus the Ice Chippers. And it looks like a horrible start for Team Mariana. Team Mariana have not been good at qualifying lately. They haven't been in a tournament since Season 2. And this is going to go not their way at all. The Ice Chippers will have all 3 finish last for an 11.73. Team Mariana will get dead last, but the gold will go to the Windbreakers. The first round and the gold. True Blue Crew will take the silver. That is great for them. And the Ice Chippers the bronze as we head to the Gravitrack Slalom. For race 1, it is Team Clarity versus the Draconics. Team Clarity did not have a great start to this. The halfpipe didn't go well for them. It didn't go well for the Draconics either, but they have crossed the line. Team Clarity, that did look pretty quick for them. A 5.34 versus a 6.13 for Draconics. That is supposed to say Draconics. Not Team Mariana. They have not gone yet. But here we go. A blue team versus a red team. It's always great when we have this happen. But as the Berry Blasters out to a great lead, and the True Blue Crew have one stop. They will only have 3 finishers, but luckily that is enough to classify as a finish because it is the 3rd marble that stops the clock. So you are allowed to have 1 straggler, but they will lose that match. Still a decent time though. Berry Blasters will take the win. Team Watermelon and Team Horizon. Can Team Watermelon beat Team Horizon? It shouldn't be too much of a battle, but that was much closer than anticipated. I think Team Horizon have sort of found a second gear here. 609 to 615. Team Horizon will take the win. Granted, both of those times are not amazing, but still, Team Horizon are looking a lot stronger than normal as the Starlights shoot off into the distance and shoot off of the track. The Ultraviolets will take an easy win here, but the Starlights, who got gold in this event in Season 4, will DNF. They went way too fast. They could not get around that corner without two of them falling off. The Ultraviolets will take a decent time there, but Starlights, 2 events in, and they are not doing very well, and that's not going to help them at all. As we move to the Windbreakers and the Alpha Hunters here. The Windbreakers will cross the line. Alpha Hunters, those last two crawling. As the Windbreakers will take the win. How do the times look? That is very good for the Windbreakers. Alpha Hunters very slow. Alpha Hunters did not qualify for the last season, and this is not looking very good either. But there we go. The Ice Strippers and Team Mariana, a rematch from the last event actually. So can Team Mariana get on top of the Ice Strippers? No, they can't. But they do at least finish, so it will be points for Team Mariana. And a 5.78, so it is going to be some decent points as well. Ice Strippers, that was a great time from them with a 5.4. It is still Team Clarity that leads the way with that 5.3. As we head in here, a slow start for the Emerald Skies, and the Rosemaries are looking quick. Those last 3 staying together quite well, and it will go to the Rosemaries. So, not the greatest times from either of them, but the Rosemaries at 5.8, that will keep them up there. Emerald Skies, you could say they're not necessarily new, but this new uniform seems to be taking some getting used to, as we have the Penguin Patriots beating the Foresters here, but the Foresters make a great comeback in that last sector without the bridges. Seems like that's where the Foresters lose all their time, and that will be a great one from the Foresters, 5.6. But Team Clarity, the first runner once again, and the gold goes to Team Clarity with the Ice Strippers picking up a second medal. But the Windbreakers will be your leaders after halfway. You can see those bottom 4 spots down there. That is where you do not want to be after the 4 events are over. But now we head to the fastest event in all of Marble Sports, the 3-meter dash. And we start here. Team Mariana, Team Clarity, the Berry Blasters, and Team Watermelon. This could go any way as they get started. It's Team Mariana with a great start, and they will hold it. Looks like a close race for second, and unfortunately Team Watermelon doesn't appear to be having that good a time. I believe the Berry Blasters got second. Yes, they did. 3.904 for Team Mariana. Benchmark has been set. Now for Heat 2, the Rosemaries, the Alpha Hunters, the Windbreakers, and the Emerald Skies as they get released. It is a great start for the Rosemaries, and they will keep it once again. Windbreakers, a good second place. This qualifier is definitely going their way, especially after they missed out on qualifying for the last season. It's looking much better for them. Emerald Skies and the Alpha Hunters still have a lot of work to do in the last event. True Blue Crew, Team Horizon, the Ultraviolets, and the Penguin Patriots. It's a great start for Team Horizon, but they start to lose it, and the Ultraviolets, out of nowhere, will take that win. A great run in the second half of that course. For 3.95, True Blue Crew, they started off this qualifier pretty well. They do appear to be falling apart. Can they keep it going? As we have Draconics, the Foresters, the Ice Strippers, and the Starlights, who have a very poor start, but look at that speed on the flat stretch right at the end. I believe, yes they do, the Starlights will take the Heat win. Draconics, not looking good for them. Ice Strippers being very consistent, but the gold medal will go to Team Mariana. That is really good for them, and that will help them. The Windbreakers have guaranteed qualification, as well as the Ultraviolets and the Ice Strippers. They are safe. There is no DNQing for them, as now we head to the final event. For the first ever time, we head underwater to the outside of the Midnight Stars Stadium. As you can see, the weather has not been great to us, but we will still be able to get this event underway. There is your first round. I will not go through naming those that quickly, but you can see who's going. as they drop into the water. This is a very long course, almost a minute long. And let's see what happens. The Berry Blasters are on top. They had the lead for a second. Now it goes to the Alpha Hunters. There's a lot of chopping and changing in this water. That ground is not flat. It is very bumpy. So there is a lot of grounds for overtakes. Of course, the marbles are a little small. It can be hard to see, but I believe that is the Ultraviolets in the lead. Yes, it is. Team Horizon challenging them, though. As I said, Team Horizon have really found a second gear of this event, this qualifier. And they appear to be doing very well. The Berry Blasters on the top. They're making a couple of changes, or charges, I should say. But the Ultraviolets are not letting anyone by. The Alpha Hunters have fallen to the back as well as Team Horizon. And is that the Foresters as well that is struggling to stay out of the bottom half? There we go. There's a little obstacle right here in the middle, right before the finish line, that dirt line. And the Foresters get stuck! The Ultraviolets will take the win of the event, but the Foresters get stuck on the obstacle. That will be 0 points for the Foresters, who are already in the bottom half of the standings. The Foresters are in real danger here of not qualifying. The Ultraviolets, though, with that, well, I'm pretty sure they were already safe, but the Ultraviolets will be in with that as we head to the second round. Team Clarity in this one. Team Clarity need a good finish. They do have a gold. So do True Blue Crew. There are a lot of teams in here that could really use a good finish. Draconics especially down there at the bottom, fighting with the Emerald Skies. There's Team Watermelon up there. Team Watermelon, another one that is in that bottom four. They need a good finish here, but it doesn't look like it's going their way. The Starlights are out front. They already have a pretty good lead ahead of everyone else. The Windbreakers are the only one that's even slightly challenging them, but they are gaining on them. This is a dominant display from the Starlights. As we see True Blue Crew back there, they are falling back like a fly. Well, flies don't fall back, they fall down, but still, you get what I mean. Anyway, the Draconics are making up positions. The Starlights are just destroying everyone. As we are starting to get close, there is that obstacle. The Starlights are very clear of that, so they're not going to hit it. There are a couple of marbles that might, though, especially at the back there. True Blue Crew is finally making a charge. As the Windbreakers will cross for second, it's a very close race for third. True Blue Crew finally makes some passes right at the end, and I believe Team Watermelon finished last. Yes, they did, along with the Penguin Patriots and the Starlights. Wow, dominant display from them for a gold medal. Now let us see who has qualified, who will be in Season 5